Hi guys, Robert Bat1 here, coming at you with a new Yu-Gi-Oh video, and today's Yu-Gi-Oh video is I'm going to be talking about basically the meta, and what I personally think of it, because since we recently came out of Costa Rica regionals, sorry, not regionals, YCS, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened, and I kind of want to talk about why this stuff has happened, what's topping, what's doing good, and some viable decks, obviously, because of these YCS that have appeared. So today we're going to be talking about that because I feel like it's something interesting to talk about. It's something kind of cool to see how all these other decks are topping that aren't very meta relevant but are making it into the top slots of the YCSs in general. So the reason why I wanted to make this video, obviously, is because Cubix topped recently, and ever since World Chalice topped the YCS Bochum, it's been on my mind. Why are these things topping? Why are these decks that aren't very good, which and obviously proven wrong? I'm proving wrong there. Weren't very good. Now very good. Why are these decks suddenly popping up out of nowhere, being really good decks? Just surprising everyone and becoming somewhat meta. And one of those reasons, I have to say, is because of Maxx C's banning. Maxx C's banning is one of the bigger reasons, I have to say, for this, just because when Maxx C was banned, it kind of created a fluctuation in the game. And this fluctuation essentially made the game a lot more combo centric. Like, seriously, the combos that you can do now, because Maxx C is banning, are a lot more than what you could do before. Because decks that always used to be scared of the Maxx C, such as True Drake, no, not True Drake, what am I saying? Such as Lightsworn, such as World Chalice, such as even Pendulum Magicians now, because they do a lot of special summoning in their turn, they can perform a lot better just because Maxx C is banned. They don't have to worry about that one card giving your opponent, say, 5 cards. And because of that, it means that these decks that weren't very good because of Maxx C are now very good. And that's kind of one of the main reasons that I believe World Chalice topped. But there's also decks such as Cubix topping, which I find very interesting as well, because it's like, that deck doesn't really rely on Maxx C, but it relies on the boss monster deck strategy, which True Draco rely on. And the guy was playing some crazy techs in that deck. He was maining Denko Sekka, maining Battle Faders. He was playing some crazy tech in that Cubix deck. And it's like, to see this stuff happening in the game, where multiple different decks are topping, because outside of Magicians, we still see Trickstar top. We still see True Draco top. They're topping a majority of things. We still see... we're now seeing Dark Pendulum top again. We're now seeing Cubix top. We're seeing World Chalice top. We're seeing Lightsworn top. Like, we're seeing quite a lot of decks top now, and that's very interesting for me, just to know that all these different decks are topping, just because you wouldn't really expect it. Honestly, like, normally you wouldn't expect a deck like Cubix to be able to top a YCS, or a deck like World Chalice to be able to win a YCS. Like, you wouldn't expect that normally, because it's like, it's a completely interesting thing to me that these decks able to come through as a top contender are here now to stay. And it's like, well, these decks weren't really good before, but now they're topping everywhere. And I feel like the reason this is happening, again, is because of Maxx C. Because without Maxx C, the game has become a game where you really just have to rely on your opponent not having such say an Ash or, say, an Ogre, but your deck is able to combo off like nuts. That's why it's just maddening to me. It's just insane to think that all these decks are able to top very easily just because, just because Maxi is banned. And obviously Cubics, that, as I said before, it's not a deck that topped because Maxi was banned. It's a top because it relies on a boss monster strategy, and it was playing very, very interesting tech cards, I might add again. Battle Fader, Denko in the main. You got balls, dude. You got balls. But it's like, also, it's the fact that right now, the best deck of the format, Magicians, they're very fragile. Pendulum Magicians are very fragile, guys. You've got to realize that. Because one Ghost Ogre to that Electromite, and the deck just can't play. Like, Pendulum Magicians cannot play if you get rid of the Electromite. Seriously. The amount of games I've had where I've just lost because the Electromite got Ogred, or it got Ashed, no, not Ashed, or it got Veiled, or it got Reapered. Just because of that happened, you can't play the game. Hell, I've lost matches on my channel just because, oh, well, I can't do this, I may have bricked, or my Electromite has just been completely destroyed. Such as the duel against Paleo a few weeks back. He reapered my Ghost Ogre, my Electromite. I couldn't play the game. Simply could not play the game. And that's something people need to understand as well. The most powerful deck in the format is the most fragile deck in the format as well. And that's really something big when you're talking about the meta. Because if the best deck of the format is also the most fragile deck of the format, it shows a lot when it's topping majority of the time. And that's something I just thought was really, really weird to see that. Like, personally, I wouldn't consider Magicians the top best deck of the format anymore, just because of how fragile they can be. But because of what they're doing now, it's really strange. But guys, it's just like, all of this stuff is happening. The meta is insane right now. You could be playing anything and top of it technically right now, just because of all this stuff that has been happening. Like, you could take Herald of Perfection to a YCS, maybe even top with that. You could take, you could take Evil Swarms to a YCS, maybe top with that if you just keep getting Pendulum Magicians and keep having Ophion on the board. Like, you could keep dueling multiple different decks and just keep topping with anything, all because the format is so diverse. Like, we are in one of the most diverse formats we've had in a while, where we can just play multiple different decks. Like, the decks you can play right now to mind are Pendulum Magicians, Pendulum Variants, Metal Foes, True Draco, Paleo, Light Sworn, Trickstars, Cubics, World Chalice. Like, those are 9 different decks off the top of my head. You can play 9 different decks. Like, you could even play Dark Magicians. That won a prize card tournament at a YCS. That did really well in YCS. Like, you can't deny this. Like, looking at stuff like this in general, just looking at the format in general right now, the format has become a place where you can play any deck and you can do really well with it. And that's because of hand traps, that's because of people who are innovating, that's because of anything you can play can theoretically top. And that's just something I wanted to mention, that's just something I wanted to state, that, that all these decks are very powerful now, and you guys should all be looking at them, all be testing them, all be trying them out, just because the potential these decks have to play are insane, and this format is a very diverse format. But yeah, guys, the point of this video is to give you some ideas of what to play, give you some, just to talk about why the meta is so diverse right now, how Cubics can top very easily, how everything else can top very easily. Like, when the best deck of the format is also the most fragile deck of the format, it is possible. But yeah, guys, that's the video. Tell me what you think of the video in the comment section below. Tell me if you think the meta is very diverse. Tell me if you think it's not diverse. Tell me if you think these are all flukes, because World Chalice winning and topping 2 YCSs, it's not a fluke, guys. It really isn't. But yeah, guys, Tell me all your opinions of this in the comment section below. Give me your full opinions. I love to hear that. Hear what you say, hear what you do. Just give your opinions completely and generally, because I like to hear those opinions. Yeah, guys. Also, if you liked the video, don't forget to press the like button to show that you liked the video. If you want to see more YouTube videos from me, press the subscribe button as well to get those videos in your subscription box. And if you want to see more, be notified of those future YouTube videos, press the notification button as well to be notified of those future Yu-Gi-Oh videos. But yeah, guys, format is diverse, so many different decks you can play. Like, literally, you can take anything to a YCS right now and top with it, and it would just be insane. But, yeah, guys, that's the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Robot1, signing out. Very LFS formats, very fun formats. Bye, guys.